Hey guys, it's Iona from MinnaNoIona and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you all of this stuff. This is the stuff I use to study Japanese. So I've got my various books here, pens, etc. And yeah, I'm just going to show you in this video how I use it all to study Japanese. So let's get straight into this. So the first thing I have here is my little kind of note, so shiny. Ooh, actually it's supposed to say Nihongo no noto, but I had a kind of stroke mistake in the kanji, so it doesn't say that, but I guess most people can guess. Also, there's just a little sticker covering it right now just to hide my information. So as you can see inside this notebook, it's a lot of stuff, you know, there's a lot of writing, but I use this at my Japanese class and I kind of take down my homework, take down a lot of new vocabulary, etc. Just the useful stuff that I hear in the class, and then usually when I return home, I make my own homework list. So this week, subject revision, vocab revision, I've got to do keigo revision, taro revision, and I need to do a translation about a horse. So I love this little notebook, it's so useful to write in a lot of the new useful things I've learned in class. Remember my homework as well, it's incredibly useful, and I really recommend this for people so they don't mess up their notes. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is this big book here, and this says Nihongo no Bunpo. So this is my kind of Japanese notebook, but it's my kind of Japanese grammar notebook for N5, N4 and N3. So if I open it up, you can see there's a lot of writing. On this side I've actually got like a grammar chart for a form that I find really difficult, and then usually what I do is I do my homework in here. So it says Japanese homework and new grammar bakari, and usually what I do first is I write a kind of explanation of that grammar, examples, how to make, and then example sentences, and I do 5. 1 verb, 1 adjective, 1 adjective, 1 noun, and kind of 1 random one, whatever I want. So I really like using this book because I like to have neat notes so I'm able to kind of read over things, and I like to use colours so it's nice and bright and not kind of just boring notes. So I'm just going to show you through the rest of my book. So there's lots of different stuff here, loads of grammar, loads of homework, and as you can see there's little marks from where my teacher marks it because I go to a Japanese class, so my homework is marked. And here I'll show you, when I write the stuff down, I use various colours for like various sections like verbs, nouns, adjectives, just so when I need to revise it easily I can go back to those specific parts. So that's my Japanese notebook. So the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you my books. Now I already talked about the first book, this one here, MinnaNoIona, in the video I just put up, and this is a textbook I use all the time, so I don't think I'm going to talk about that in today's video, although here's a quick little snapshot of it. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. This is the vocab book I use kind of weekly. It's the kind of GLPT N31, there's 2,000 words in it. It's a really great book actually. It's so shiny on the outside as well. So if we look inside, basically they've got sections. They've got section 1, this one is about family, and they've kind of got the vocab down the side with the English translation, and there's a Vietnamese translation as well. And then basically I take this little red card, put the red card over the vocab when I need to revise so I can see the English but can't see the Japanese, and it's really useful for me to kind of study and revise vocab quite easily, and you get to use that fun little red thing actually, which I'd never used before till I bought this book. So usually per week I only do one section because it is about 26 words, it's a lot. So that's the books. So the next thing I'm going to show you is something that I deem really important. It's just up on my shelf. These are my kind of flashcards. This is a kanji, this is a vocab one. So I'm just going to show you basically. I think everyone knows what a flashcard is, but I think these are so useful in terms of learning, and if you're struggling learning kanji or vocab, flashcards can help. So this is my flashcard box. basically the front, I've got the kind of flashcards of the kanji and stuff that I struggle with. So here's one here. On the front I write the kanji, then on the back I write the kunyomi, and then I write the onyomi, and then I write a compound word. And I find that this is a really useful way to do it, because sometimes I might forget both meanings, but if I can remember one, hey, that's the first step. So here's another kanji, excuse my awful strokes, but you can see sometimes I add more compound words depending on if I think the compound words are kind of important for the level. So that's my kanji box. Okay, and this is my vocab box. Just basically the same, except inside it's vocab, so I've got quite a lot actually. So again, at the front are the ones I'm not too good at. So I've got tokorode, which is by the way, I think. Oh, I got it. So on the back, I've got the meaning. And then I've got more kanji. The ones at the back are the ones that I know quite well. Kind of middle are kind of so-so. And then fronts, obviously, as I said, the ones that I'm not good at. And then up here, these are the little cards I use. They're just kind of plain flashcards. You can get them on Amazon. I've got a pack of 100, and you might think, oh, 100's not that many, but see, when you have to write these flashcards out, it's a lot. So this is all my Japanese stuff. We've got my little books, flashcards, my kind of notes, everything. So yeah, this is how I study Japanese. This is just a quick little video to show you guys. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'd love to hear if you have any great ways of studying Japanese yourself or any other languages.